right, time to set up a template. All right, you go up to File, Create New. This box is gonna pull up. You type in recording templates. I like to date mine sometimes just so I know when I actually made the template. All right, you're gonna go to make sure this button is off, create from template, and then you're gonna do location, and you choose whatever location you want. So create, and now this screen is gonna pop up. What are you gonna need now? You're gonna go up here to track, do new. This box is gonna pop up. First of all, you're gonna need a beat. Put your beat track on. Next, you're gonna do mono, audio track, recording. Now you're gonna do artist 1, which is gonna be you. Artist 1 again. This is where you're gonna put your recorded vocal tracks on. You're gonna go Adlib track or whatever you want to name it. It's up to you. Now you're gonna go stereo, aux, vocal, bus. All right, this is where you're gonna route all your main vocals to. Now you're gonna go stereo, aux again, Adlib bus. All right, and now another aux input. If I could type right, 8th delay, 4th delay, half delay, and now you got your reverb 1. Oh, before I forget, we got to make these all aux tracks, so it's very important because you're gonna be routing your delays. You're not gonna directly put them on the main vocal bus. Reverb 2. Now submix. Make sure that's in stereo, and master fader, stereo. All right, now you're gonna go ahead and click create. And this is essentially what's gonna pop up. All right, so I went ahead and colored and added some plugins just so I can run it through you super quickly and efficiently. So to recolor everything, I like to color code. So I got all my sins in pink, my master and submix like this brownish, ugly color. Well, actually, this color's nice. What am I saying? I'm sorry, brownish, ugly color. You're brownish, beautiful. I got my artist in yellow, my record track in red, and my beat in this green. And the way that you're going to color things is you click on it right here, you double click, and it's going to pull up this little color palette thing, and you can color it whatever you want. So now go ahead and go through the plugins. Beat, trim. This is just so you can turn down the beat. Got auto key. This is to find the key of the beat so you can send it to auto tune. That's if you use auto tune. I have auto tune on my record into track, and I set it to use low latency mode. This is very important, or else you're going to get a lot of delay while recording. I have the same thing on my artist 1, my artist 1 again, and then my Adlib has auto tune again on it, but it has auto pan on it. So the way I routed everything is my beat is going to my submix. My record into is going to my Vox bus, which is here. My artist 1 is going to my Vox bus. And this artist 1 is also going to the Vox bus. The way I do that is by clicking here, going to track, and I type where I want it to send to. And I just do that over and over again. And then I have my Adlibs going to my Adlib bus. Once again, all I did, Adlib bus 1. So boom, it's there. So for my main plugins on my artist, I have a de-esser, and this is going to be different for everybody. I have an EQ, a CLA 76, a CLA 2A, and an L2 limiter. These plugins right here are just to show you that you can do it all for free inside of Pro Tools, depending on what version you have. So I have the Pro Tools de-esser. This is the stock EQ, a Pro Tools 1176, and a Pro Tools LA2A, essentially, and then the Pro Tools limiter. Here, I have my reverb sends. So verb is going to this one, and how I would send it is I go click on one of these sends, I go to track, and I click whatever I want it to go to. So reverb for this instance, so now it's going here. I have the fader. The fader is going to depend on you. The higher this fader, the more reverb. The lower, the less. On my reverb track, I have deverb, which is stock with Pro Tools. This is a plate reverb, so I clicked plate, small, or you can just do short plate. Really, it's up to you how you want your reverbs to be. but this is a good start. I want my reverb to be wide. So I have this plugin called Center, and I have them going out to the sides, and the mono or mid is less or turned down. And then this is how I have the reverb in terms of width. So you can have it up more if you want it wider. You can have it here if you want it more, centered. It's up to you entirely, but these are typically the settings that I go with. And I do the same thing for reverb 2. Goes here to this one, and I have it on a large hall, but essentially the exact same settings. Now for delay, it's really up to you. I have a 4th delay just for an example, but you can also add, say you want an 8th delay on there as well, and you want a half delay, whatever you want on there. I have it going here. So I have lo-fi, and then I have it going into H delay, and I have it at these settings with my high pass at 257 hertz and my low pass at 1.66 thousand hertz. I have my analog off, my wet 100%, and these are the settings that I kind of have for my delays, and it's essentially the same for all of them. Now, for my Adlib bus, I have the CLA2A. This is like a telephone, a compressor, and an S1 imager just to make my Adlib super wide. I also have a limiter on the track just so it never clips or anything like that. All of this is routed into my submix. On my submix, since it's just a basic recording template, I have a limiter, and this is just to get the loudness. What you're going to want to do is put the out ceiling to -1, and this threshold will decide how loud or how much extra gain it gets. This is going to analog 1 and 2, which ends up being the master. On my master, I have a VU meter, which is really for mixing, but I have it on all my templates. You don't necessarily need it if you're just using it to record. I have a WLM meter, which essentially just shows the LUFS of the track. And this, don't worry about this. This is just what I use to record these videos with. All right, now I'm going to show you how to use this. I'm going to do a quick little record and load up a beat on this. All right, so now I got a beat on here. How to add a beat. You just go to File, Import, Audio, and this box is going to pull up. You find wherever the beat is. If it's in your downloads, it's there. But for me, this is the file where I got it at. Copy files, copy clip, and then it's going to go over here. You click Done. Boom. It will show up over here. You just drag it on in. Easy peasy. First off, you're going to go and go to this trim, turn it down about -6, and that's going to give you some more headroom to start recording on. Next, you're going to do auto key.
Jacob, what's the rush?
Send to auto tune. That's just to find the key of the auto tune. So when you start recording, it's on key, and that should send it to all your auto tunes. Now you can go and start recording. Very first thing, go up to this P button, do quick punch. Click quick punch here, and now you're going to hit this red button. And now input or arm it to input 1 or wherever your track is, or wherever you're inputting it at. If your mic's plugged into input 2, you click input 2. If your mic's on input 1, do input 1. That's where my mic is. And now you're going to go and start recording. Click this P button to start recording. Yeah.
Jacob, what's the rush?
Jacob, what's the rush? This is a recording template. Recording template. Yeah, recording template on the track. That's what we do. Recording templates all day with JP in the stew. Na 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 na. Yeah. Recording. Yeah, we do. Recording on this track. Learning when na 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 na. Yeah. So you get it, right? You can go ahead and bring this down here. You want to punch in, just go ahead and yeah. When start boom. You want to do quick punch in. Got my start. Yeah. Quick and easy. Now we're gonna go and do ad-libs, and I drag these down to my artist 1 that I made earlier. And now ad-libs. Yeah, recording template on the track. That's what we do. Recording templates all day with JP in the stew. Subscribe. Yeah. All right, drag that down to Adlib Bus. All right, now we got some nice vocals here to go and start working with. Very first thing, RDS, so this is just to catch some of those plosive sounds and some of those sibilant sounds from like you see how like the range goes down? I go or well, it wasn't working for the P's for some reason, but typically it would. But You see how it really catches those S's? So you would just find in your frequency where you're finding most of those like S sounds at, and you would adjust the threshold to where, you know, any T or T or anything is kind of getting ducked down a little bit. You got your EQ. That's pretty standard EQ. EQs are different for everybody, but usually you want to definitely cut off some of the muddiness around 126 hertz, and then have a little bit of a mid-high boost, and then a high boost. Got your CLA 76. All this is going to do is catch those initial transients. So I'm going to go and start playing it. Yeah, recording template on the track. That's what we do. Recording templates all day with JB in the stew. Yeah. Recording. Yeah, we do. Recording on this track. Learning with Obviously, I'm not saying like real words, so it's not doing a whole lot, but I'm looking for this to be 0 to like -3, sometimes -5, and that's just to catch those initial transients. And you would just do that by moving this input up or down to where it's hitting those right marks. This attack adjusts how fast the compressor is essentially hitting the vocals, and this release is how slow or fast the compressor is coming off of those vocals. This output is just essentially adjusting the gain. So template on the track, that's what we do. Recording templates all day with JB in the stew. But I recommend just keeping it where it is. Next, I'm gonna go to a CLA 2A, and this I'm looking for once again 0 to -5, and it's gonna be the main kind of smooth out the vocals. So this is how you're gonna get that compression, and this is gonna be the output. Yeah, recording template on the track, that's what we do. Recording templates all day with JB in the stew. Yeah. Recording, yeah, we do. Recording on this track, learning with So there we go. Now I got a L2 limiter. This is just to catch any of those, well, not to catch anything, but just to make sure it doesn't clip at any point in time. So now Adlibs. That's what we got auto pan on it, and it's just to make it go from left to right like that. We got CLA 2A. I'm looking, it's okay if it gets over compressed like 7, -10. You know, it just depends, and it's really up to taste. Everything that I'm doing is up to taste, but this is just a good kind of starting standpoint. Template on the track, that's what we do. Recording templates all day with JB in the stew. Yeah. All right, now we got kind of this telephone. I like to have this on a lot of my ad-libs or a lot of artist ad-libs that I work with. I'm just doing a slight boost at around 2K hertz, doing a low shelf or kind of like a shelf at roughly 750 hertz, and then doing another shelf around 4012 hertz. A lot of EQ plugins will already have like a telephone template, but just to get started, that's what you would do if yours didn't. This is another compressor. It's again the attack, how fast this compressor is attacking the vocal. Threshold is where the vocal is hitting is when this compressor will start working, and this gain just is the gain. So if you want it quieter, you want it louder, it's up to you. Now we go into S1 Imager. This is just making it super wide. So you already got your pans going from right to left. Now they're just wide. And another limiter. This is just to catch any peaks. Now to kind of talk about my sends. The reverb is going to reverb, and verb mid is going to reverb 2. And these kind of affect how much or how little it's affecting the vocals. So I'll go ahead and play with that. Yeah, recording template on the track, that's what we do. Recording templates all day with JB in the stew. Yeah. Recording, yeah, we do. Recording on this track, learning with yeah. So you kind of get the point in that. You know, I have it mixed relatively okay, and I just want to bounce it out. Just do a quick rough bounce. Go to my L2 down here. With JB in the stew. Have the outswing at -1. And turn this up to where I'm hitting like 3 attenuation. Yeah. Recording, yeah, we do. Recording on this track, learning with yeah. So that's essentially a recording template, just very basics. Obviously, it's pretty dumbed down, so I'm assuming that you're a beginner at this. which is perfectly okay. Over time, you're going to find better things that work for you in your template, but this is a fantastic starting. Now, to save this template so it's super easy to use later on, you go up here to File. You are going to go Save as Template, and this is going to pop up, and you can make your own category, anything you need. But let's say, you got your templates. Recording template, and you can name whatever you want. Recording template 314, 23, and there we go. Okay, and now you'll always have it. Now if you want to do create new, and you want to be like, hey, I want my template again, all you got to do is come over here, click it, voila, it's up every single time you ever need it. Super quick and easy. But thank you guys so much for watching. JP and the Stew, peace out.